Hello everyone, I've got some bad news and some good news. The bad news is that I'm gonna need another week or two to finish up my YMS Kimba video. The good news is that rather than being close to an hour, it is now going to be over 90 minutes long. So stay tuned and it should hopefully be out in the second week of May. The reason why my voice sounds like shit right now is because I spent the entire day doing voiceover for that review, so don't worry, I am working on it. Anyway, I saw Eric Andre's new movie, Bad Trip. This is basically in the same vein as Borat, Bruno, and Bad Grandpa, where each scene is basically just a setup to prank real-life people or make them incredibly uncomfortable. Now, I love Eric Andre, and I'm a big fan of his show. He's also got one of my favorite screams. He's a naturally funny guy, so it works really well for this film. What I really loved about this movie is that they did not waste much time at all. Unlike Bad Grandpa, where so much of it just seemed to be filler, this film utilized every single scene as an opportunity to get reactions from people. Not every single prank is complex or grandiose, but it all fit within the film and quickly went from one to another without wasting any time. They don't interrupt the prank scenes to tell the story, they instead incorporate the story into the pranks themselves. Now, although I enjoyed this film a lot more than I did Bad Grandpa, it's still not as great as Borat or Bruno in my opinion. Those two films were not only funny prank movies, but they were also intelligent satire, and the character acting from Sacha Baron Cohen also elevated those films as being well beyond simple prank movies. That being said, I really enjoyed this film and it got a lot of genuine laughs out of me, which is a lot more than I could say about Bad Grandpa. Now, despite not having anything close to the character performances found in Borat and Bruno, the entire cast of this film actually did a pretty great job. Seeing Tiffany Haddish in the trailer actually lowered my expectations a bit, but after having watched the film, I thought she was pretty great. She actually took her role pretty seriously and was perfect for the character. Now, I'm a little disappointed that due to the pandemic, this film was not allowed to play in theaters. There's a good chance it would have been successful, and I could imagine myself really enjoying this film in a crowd. But on the other hand, I do appreciate being able to turn on subtitles, because although there are certain lines from unmiked prank victims that have hard-coded subtitles in the film, there was a lot of other dialogue from unmiked prank victims that was a little difficult to distinguish without the help of turning on subtitles. Anyway, I thought this movie was hilarious and I would definitely recommend it. It is obviously not a meticulous production where you're bound to find breathtaking cinematography or anything like that, but it is a film that knows what it is and plays towards its strengths. I thoroughly enjoyed my first watch of this film and I will likely be seeing it again. And if you enjoy this movie, then check out the Eric Andre Show, and I'm giving this one a 7 out of 10. It's closer to a 6 than an 8. Thank you.